Quick spoiler! We are about to transform this desert village into something awesome. So welcome everybody, and let's not waste any more time. This beautiful desert with a view of the Mesa is 8,000 blocks from my base, but it's the only one that I've found so far. I get here every time I need sandstone and terracotta. I explored all the area, brushing suspicious sand in desert temples and desert wells to get the new 1.20 stuff. Nearby, I even met my very first camel in Minecraft. How many sweet memories! But I have a confession to make. For thousands of days, I kept this awful desert village, and villagers are pretty mad at me for always ignoring their needs. Please, stop looking at me like that. Do you think it's my fault? Yes, I stole the smooth sandstone from your street, but come on, come back, please. We can go on like this, starting from now. I'm gonna transform this village in a safe, walled town with all the professions, where villagers can live, trade and thrive. I can hear them, but all villagers look so grateful. They love me already. Minecraft desert villages are sandstone versions of the plain villages with scattered houses and large open spaces. But in hot climates, villages have to be designed differently. Real desert towns have to deal with the heat. Ancient civilizations built cities that still inspire modern architects. Let us be inspired too, so we can design the perfect desert village. Hey, that's a decorated pot! So, that's the plan. The streets are protected by walls. There is a bazaar on the left, a workshop and a library, then some palm gardens. In the center, there are the marketplace and the covered arcades, and on the left, there is the food district. At the end, there is the Caravan with its own entrance to the city. The quickest montage ever for the materials gathering. I will use warm colors, terracotta, brown concrete, a touch of cherry wood and stripped jungle. I also need bright wood blocks like birch and bamboo, lots of wool and carpets, quartz for the white edges of the buildings, mud bricks and sandstone, packed mud for the street. Wow, that was quick. While the villagers stay safe in their prison, secure area, I'm putting down the foundation of the first buildings. I'm using orange concrete powder for the street walls because it's brighter than the red sand. It's the vibrant color that I was looking for. The big L-shaped building on the left is the Bazaar, and on the opposite side of the street there's the small workshop. Let's start with the said workshop, made of sandstone and orange terracotta. Sometimes the edges of the desert houses are painted white, and I realized it by using smooth quartz. Also, in the desert, roofs are often flat because they're easy to build, and raised are not an issue you have to worry about. The mason, the weaponsmith and the toolsmith work inside the workshop. I added a bamboo floor and some decorations. Hey, there's a cat! Where are you? For the streets, I'm using a mix of packed mud, coarse dirt, rooted dirt and brown mushroom blocks. Here's the cat! The bazaar has a floor made of bright carpets and terracotta walls with small bamboo windows. It's an open building with no real doors, just 3 large entrance arches that I will decorate later with hanging signs. You will also see many different colors of glazed terracotta in this village. For the bazaar, I choose the brown one. The roof is made of mud bricks, a typical desert building block that were found locally and reduced the heat absorption. And since it's too boring, I'm gonna add a little canopy later. I'm on the roof of the bazaar. This is the workshop and that will be a walled garden, while this is the marketplace with a well. In real life, the wind would probably destroy this canopy, but luckily I don't have to worry about it in Minecraft. I'm gonna use a lot of decorated pots. They fit perfectly with the desert theme. Look over there. I put 2 villagers and all the beds in that enclosure. Now there's 10 of them. I guess they're keeping themselves busy. Let's move on with the next building. It's a Sahn, a large courtyard surrounded by covered arcades on all sides, where the villagers will chat and relax during their mingling time. It's a bright and open building with sandstone variants, white glazed terracotta, and a roof made of birch planks with a touch of quartz on the edge. Sometimes, in the center of a Sahn, there's a fountain. I want to build a custom tree to provide more shade for the visitors. It's a small tree with a thin trunk made of fences, but it will do its job. Right in front of the covered arcades, I'm building the library, a 2-story house for the cleric and the librarian with a bedroom on the first floor. The balcony on the left is a roofed passageway for the street below. It will make more sense once I build the other wall. The stripper jungle and stripper cherry combo is a bit weird, but it fits very well with the desert theme, even if I'll probably never use it again. This house has a small dome instead of a flat roof to look different, and above the balcony I put a wool canopy. The farmhouse in the right corner is another 2-story building with a kitchen and some food storage on the ground floor and a bedroom on the first floor. I created a brim of dark prismarine with a little overhang on the back side. The roof is in purple blocks, brown wool and mud bricks, and it can be reached with a ladder to enjoy a beautiful view. Well, at least it will be a beautiful view once I will terraform the area. I had so much fun building the walled gardens. They are all palm gardens with just a touch of green, but mostly sand, cursed dirt and dead bushes. This one has a display of flowers and saplings, protected from the heat of the sun. The Caravan is the big area for arriving caravans with their goods, camels and stuff. I'm building a large, circular tent covered in wool and colorful carpets. This building is very simple, but different from any other and totally into the desert vibe. I can't wait to put camels in here. The village is surrounded by many palm trees, slightly bigger than the ones inside the walled gardens. The trunk is made of mud walls. I like it even if the texture looks a bit weird, and some palms have coconuts, made with cocoa beans. The palm trees of the walled gardens add that splash of green that was missing, bringing the whole area together. Wheat is grown in the food district thanks to a small irrigation canal that runs through the village, watering the fields and the gardens. Another palm tree protects the crops from the sun. I set the villagers free, and now the village looks so alive. The Sahn is my favorite building, even if it's not the most elaborate. I added carpets and beds, disguised as benches, where you can relax, and it's always crowded. By putting the bell on it, the villagers actually use it as a meeting place where to mingle. Luckily, this desert is huge, and I found a camel in a village nearby. Huh, a pillager outpost. What do you say, buddy? Can we just walk there pretending nothing happened? Wow, it's really working. Is there no one home, or are they just ignoring us? I had to travel to another village to find my second camel. And of course, we are on the wrong side of the ocean. Come on, buddy, do this for me. You can do it. No, you can't. Again. Come on. Yeah. See, the fences there keep the camels inside the tent, where they have food, water, and many carpets to lie on. Are you comfortable? Come on, say yes with your ears. Yeah, I did it. And this is the village with the shaders. In the bazaar, you can admire the new goods arrived with the caravans while chatting and drinking a cup of tea. Hidden in the bazaar are the workstations for the shepherd, the cartographer, and the armorer. That's the marketplace with a well and some colorful fruit and food crates. Did you find your cauldron even in the well? What a hard-working man! Let's not forget about the workshop, where the mason and the weaponsmith are keeping themselves busy while the toolsmith is somewhere else, that lazy man. This is one of the palm gardens, and I already showed you the Sahn, the covered arcades. Let's visit the library, a place of study and meditation. Guys, I put you another door. Please find your pet. Never mind. Well, the librarian and the cleric work here when they can find the entrance. The bedroom is on the first floor, and in this direction there is the food district, where the food is grown, stored, and cooked. It hosts the farmer, but there, while the butcher and the fisherman are in the kitchen most of the times. The bedroom on the first floor, with a beautiful view of the Mesa. Let's return to the main street, passing under the roofed passageway of the library. Next to the library, there is another walled garden crossed by the irrigation system, with some peachy plants for a splash of color. Look at the watering system that runs through the village. It looks awesome with the shaders. The caravan tent is the camel enclosure, the saddles and lids ready to be used. Another leather worker and the Fletcher work here, and these are all the Minecraft professions. I'm pretty happy about the village, aren't you, buddy? What did you say? Look better? Where should I? Oh, that's the moment when I realized that this was my desert base, a bed and a furnace near a portal. No, I can't allow this. Let's start planning again. I love this peak, but sadly it's in the way. I performed a perfect flight to the top and landed gracefully at the very first try. Removing the peak is a matter of minutes. The problem will be relocated. You hear it? I like it, and I'm thinking of rebuilding it in a slightly different place. I like the way it can be seen from afar, showing me the way home. I get back to my base, gather some more materials, and now I can work on my desert house. See, I don't live here. This is just a place to rest when I go mining in the Mesa or when I explore the area, my home far from home. The base should match the desert town, but it also should be a bit more lavish. Yeah, I need just a bed and a portal, but we can also add some style. The ground floor is made mostly of pink terracotta, with cherry logs, mud bricks and mangrove details. The first floor has a large quartz trim and two big open spaces, a nice porch and a covered terrace with a carrot garden to feed villagers. In the center, there is also the core of the house, a bedroom in white terracotta and mangrove logs, where to rest and plan all of my adventures. I can't resist using many cherry leaves, even if we are in a desert, because now the porch looks so cozy. As usual, everything is well protected from the fierce desert sun. Let's fill up the aquarium of the ground floor from here. I know, tropical fishes in a desert, but I'm the landowner. I deserve some luxuries. I'm adding quick decorations, some crates and goods, because this is a merchant village, and more cacti. Did you know the cacti have flowers? They are usually purple and don't last long, but in Minecraft we can make them with amethyst and have flowering cacti all year round. The house is ready and functional. The ground floor is the walking area with the aquarium, the nether portal and the storage. Wait, is that llama stalking me? The first floor is the living area with the patio, the bedroom and a small carrot field to feed the villagers of the town, so they will make even more babies. Everything looks peaceful. What a view! I'm tired now. I deserve a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams. Carrots for everyone. Come get them and make babies. You might think I should have stopped now, but I couldn't resist the idea of building a bridge over the river. I'll never use it, because I always fly to the top of the mountains to mine terracotta, but let's not think about it. I know many players find this biome ugly, but I've always liked it. Maybe the orange is too vibrant, but I think the Mesa landscape is beautiful. I designed a bridge with the same colors, orange, red and yellow. I also added some greenery and many rose bushes. Like I promised, I'm rebuilding the Mesa peak that I destroyed early. As you can see from the cobblestone base, it's pretty big. None of the cobblestone will be seen, I'm just too lazy to waste useful blocks for the core. This peak is located where the Mesa meets the desert, so it has rocks from the two biomes that blend together. I'm also adding some dripstone for more texturing, some greens and decorations, and a couple of hidden lights. One of these days, I'll terraform the other side of the river too, with a mining town, or maybe a quarry. Do you have any suggestions? Let me know in the comments. Editing the replay mod video, I realized that this tower is still here. How could I allow it? It's terrible! Be gone! That's all for now. The brand new Mesa peak, my desert base, and the desert village with all the professions. And look at the sunset with the shaders. Wait, that's even a better shader. I had so much fun that I'm planning to transform all Minecraft villages, creating even the swamp and jungle ones. Subscribe and leave a like, or you might miss them. Wait, the llama and an iron golem are squatting at my house. It's okay guys, you're welcome.